now I'm climbing the walls. I have dual audio. UsoNatsu and this song are playing at the same time. Something's gotta give now. And I think this is gonna be the intro, but I need you here with me now. The bridge for this song sucks, so get out of my head. I'm not gonna keep recording this. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Hello, Nesties. Welcome back to UsoNatsu. I thought that'd be a funny way to start the... What is wrong with my game? Do I have NVIDIA filters on right now? No? Maybe it's always looked like this. Riku looks like super overexposed to me. Wait, hold on. I have pictures of this. Wait, hold on. Let me look at last week's episode. I know she always looks like that. Okay. They really were like, we're gonna make her platinum blonde on the title screen. Why is she like that? Anyway, last time, what happened? Oh, we started a new chapter. I will. And I don't really remember anything of what's happened last time besides the fact that Kadu was like, this is Shiori-sama, love is war, and kept trying to spy on Shiori changing clothes. That's really all I remember from last time. So let's just get right into it, because I probably wasted too much time doing my, like, funny haha thingamajig. I gotta turn my volume down now. The song was, like, super quiet, but then, like, the game audio was super loud. Oh yeah, right, how could I forget? They were going to Kamakura, YASS Queen! I'm somehow the first in the group to arrive at our arranged meeting spot. It's pretty crowded, partly due to the long weekend. I lose myself in thought all alone, and wait for my friends to arrive while listening to the ocean's gray waves of people walking past. I am probably going to make future Neon's life really annoying. And just turn this up, and just turn all of this up. And turn the voice down. So hopefully you get a better read of the background music and the sound effects, because they're really quiet. I'm gonna turn the voice down, and hopefully it's not too quiet. We're definitely going to have a fun time, since we're going to Kamakura, YASS Queen, but having fun isn't the only reason for this trip to Kamakura, YASS Queen. Shiori said that Kamakura, YASS Queen was a special place for her family. She's going not just to revisit a place that holds a lot of memories, but also to potentially change something about herself. YASS Queen. I really need to sort out my own feelings about Izuru Kamakura, the ultimate. He just keeps saying Kamakura, YASS Queen. This is getting ridiculous. I have to decide what I want. At the very least, before Shiori's memory tour comes to an end, M-. Because I'm sure Shiori will be able to find that one thing she's looking for over the course of our 2-day trip. I've ended up falling in love with both Shimotsuki Mide and Minagi Shiori at the same time. And while I feel like the scum of the earth, there's no point in lying to myself about my own feelings. You know what they say, the first step to solving a problem is admitting that you have a problem. What was... Oh, I see what's happened. Oops! I've gotten to the point of being able to admit it, at least, but I still can't move beyond that. Yeah, huh? I'm the second one here? Screenshot. New outfit for Riku. She's got a donut once again, I see that. Just as I'm about to start falling into a mental spiral, Riku arrives at the meeting spot. Her timely arrival takes me away from my thoughts and worries, making me feel a little better. Nice shirt, Riku. I like that donut motif. You know, I think it's got that one thing.
そう
Get ready for a lot
いい
of
だろ
that.
うこれドーナツの形って芸術的だから何でもできるんだよな
Yeah, pretty neat, right? A donut shape is naturally artistic, so you can do anything with them. I guess you could say that they have that one thing. Riku truly is a soft-hearted soul, and that's why she's Neon's favorite character. Even though she's loved Shiori for far longer than I have, she continues to be my friend despite knowing that my heart is torn between Sensei and Shiori. Shiori-sensei. Shiori. Shiori-sei? Shiori is striving to leave her memories in the past, where they belong. Once she's freed herself of her brother's ghost, I know she'll be able to solve her own feelings. But even in the face of that, I can't figure out my own dilemma. So shut it. Bang, bang, bang. Which only makes me feel even more guilty.
お待たせしました
Sorry for running late. She looks so upset. I'm gonna take a screenshot for this, because this looks like another really good face for like a meme or something. Shiori arrives just in time to once again break me out of my own head. I guess you could say that she's breaking the head bit tonight. With all of us here, I tap my fingers against my temples to suppress my anxious thoughts.
思ったより人がたくさんいてちょっと流されちゃいました
There are so many people, many more people than I thought there'd be. I feel like I could be swept away by the tide in the ocean's gray waves.
人並みにって言葉通りだなあれ
What are these faces they're making? That's why they call crowds like this a sea of... Huh?
今日の服新しい
Are those clothes new? Oh, she's not pogging yet.
昨日は帰った後父が出張の準備で買い物に出かけるのについて行ったんです
Yes, after I got home yesterday, I went shopping with my dad, who is going out to get ready for his business trip.
成績が上がったのを褒めてくれてお洋服を買ってくれたんですよ早速着てきちゃいました
He complimented me on improving my grades, and bought me new clothes. Of course, I had to wear them right away. Shiori is wearing a pale, bluish-purple dress. But is it bluish-purple? Or is it really white and gold? Her hair is curled and tied back in a ponytail, a style I've never seen her wear before. She looks even more like Chizuru, whatever her name was.
変ですかね
Do I look weird? Does she curl her hair too?
逆だよ逆すげえ似合ってる
No, the opposite. It looks so good on you.
同感お嬢様っぽくて可愛い
I agree. You look adorable, like a princess. I find myself making eye contact with Riku. Like we thought yesterday, it really does seem like there's nothing we need to worry about. I hadn't been able to shake the unease I felt whenever Shiori talked about herself or her father, but I can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Game? From the look on Riku's face, it's clear she feels the same way.
ただ今日のことは内緒なんですけどでも旅館はちゃんと予約できましたよねリク
I did have to keep our plans for today a secret though. Oh, you made sure to reserve a room for us at the traditional Japanese style inn, right, Riku?
なんかのキャンペーンとかポイントとかのおかげで結構いいとこだけど安く取れたんだ
Yep, thanks to some kind of promotion or points thing or whatever, I was able to snag us a room at a really nice place for pretty cheap. You know, Hilton, for the stay.
さすが最強だね
You really are amazing. You somehow managed to find an American hotel chain that was somehow a ryokan.
だろ
I know, right? You think that'd be like totally impossible. They seem like diametrically opposed, like complete opposites.
私こんな言葉選びの立花さんより現代文の点数低いんですよね
She's... With a lexicon like that, I still can't believe I scored lower than you in modern literature, Tachibana-san. Game? I don't quite understand what's wrong, but Shiori seems genuinely bothered by our lighthearted exchange.
しおり、気を取り直して。
Relax, Shiori. Breathe in. Breathe out. She really looks like that girl. I mean, her bangs aren't quite as choppy, but she looks like that one girl in the one anime that I don't care about.
とにかく全員揃ったし、電車乗ろうぜ。
I know that was very descriptive. Anyway, we're like all here, so let's get on the train. In response to Riku's words, the three of us head inside the station. Eki no Naka? That doesn't, I mean, that's not quite as funny as you could have like other similar sounding words. I like how they just have, they've done it before, I like how they just have ryokan, just right there, you know? When I think of Kamakura YASS Queen, one thing comes to mind, the great Junko Enoshima. I learned about it in school, and the image really stuck with me. Which is why the first thing we check out upon arriving is the Kotokuin Temple that houses the great Buddha of Kamakura YASS Queen. After that, we stop by a famous Shinto shrine and then head to the local shopping arcade while trying to placate an increasingly hungry Shiori. Hungry Shioris, or the very
でっかかったな、大仏。
You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking? You're in Patreon, you will see what I'm thinking. That Buddha was like really big, huh? I guess you could call him like a big ha ha ha.
大きかった。
Yeah, it's massive. Like, super massive.
大きかったですね。小さい時に見たから大きく感じたのかと思っていましたけれど、今見てもやっぱり大きかったです。
It was so huge, wasn't it? I always figured it just looked that way to me because I saw it when I was much younger. But seeing it now made me realize how gigantic it truly is. Just like my love for Mocha the cow. Our collective impression of the Buddha seems to be that it's really big. I'm no expert in history or Buddhism, but I'm certainly impressed by its size.
まあ、見るもん見たし、腹ごしらえだな。
Now that we've seen what there is to see, let's go grab some grub. The shopping arcade where we are now is a local tourist destination. Shiori came here with her father and brother when she was much younger. Shout out to that one episode of VeggieTales that was basically just like Gilligan's Isle, right? Was it I think it was just Gilligan's Isle, but it was VeggieTale. Gilligan's Island. VeggieTales. VeggieTales, the ultimate Veggiepedia.fandom.com. God wants me to forgive them! ! Is the second episode of VeggieTales. The first story is a loose parody of The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck, while the second is a parody of Gilligan's Island. Yes, that second island. It's got, I think, the most iconic VeggieTales moment in all of VeggieTales, where Bob and Larry are doing like the pre-voyage entertainment, and they have this really corny song where they just go, some veggies went to CCC to see what they could see, but the only thing that, it's like, but all that they could see was the bottom of the great blue sea. See? It's like, it's iconic. That's iconic. If you have not seen that, and I'm probably not going to put it in the video because I don't want to get like flagged or something, you should absolutely look up that because that is iconic. Anyway, the shopping arcade where we are now is a local tourist destination. Shiori came here with her father and brother when she was much younger, and Neon already read that once. Hair make and rental kimono. Hair make and rental kimono. Interesting. Komachi Street. Okay, I see you. Cafe. Komachi Cafe. She has a look of nostalgia on her face everywhere we go, but it's not the same kind of wistful pain that I saw in her before. I could tell her mental state has already changed from how it once was, though we still have yet to visit the specific place we came all the way out here to see, CC.
ここは記憶と違うお店がたくさんありますね。
So many of the stores are different from how I remember them. It kind of feels like I'm Hazel in Heroes of Olympus. She looks from left, right, something, I don't know the words to that song. She doesn't want no ops or no drama queens. I don't think I've ever been to Kamakura YASS Queen before, so I have no idea what might be different. Still, the city shops must have changed more than the great Buddha temples and shrines, which have only gotten older. Glancing around, I see a lot of stores with bright new signboards.
見てください。おせんべい屋さんがたくさんあります。
Look at this. There are so many stores selling rice crackers.
そうだな。小麦で作った洋風せんべいなんてのもある。あれほとんどドーナツだよな。食べてみようぜ。
There sure are. They even have Western style crackers made of wheat that practically makes them donuts. I want to try some. Noted, you know? All you out there, all of you Western viewers out there, next time you eat a saltine or a Ritz or what's that other one? The rectangle one? Clubhouse? The Clubhouse crackers? Or like the thin, what's it called? They're called something, not Thin Mint. Wheat Thin? Is that what yeah, Wheat Thin? Yeah, Wheat Thin. Next time you eat any of those Western style crackers with wheat, just know that you're only about 26 grams of sugar and 10 grams of saturated fat away from a donut. Just to let you know.
ドーナツかな、どうだろう。あ、でもいいんじゃない？
I don't know about the donut thing, but sure. I bet they're good. Neon's spending too much time looking up something because he doesn't remember exactly for a bad joke. If you're blue and don't know where to go, I don't know what the thing is. Putting on the Ritz. I don't know what the rhythm is. Putting on the Ritz. Taco, 1982. None of you are probably old enough to understand that. Just look up Putting on the Ritz. Hanging out with Shiori and Riku naturally leads to a lot of snacking and strolling. I can't compete with their voracious appetites, so I find myself walking behind them as they munch on their treats. It's kind of like an in-person mobile mukbang. Mukbang. Like mudang. It's kind of like a walking mobile pygmy hippo.
立花さん見てください。お肉のお寿司ですって。
Look at this, Tachibana-san. They've got meat sushi. Hamburger sushi? Editor Neon, you know what to do. After devouring crackers from 3 different stalls in the blink of an eye, Shiori stumbles on a completely different type of snack. It's sushi made with whatchamacallit beef, a specific brand of Kanagawa-raised Wagyu. Whatchamacallit beef? Is that a real thing? I mean, it's not capitalized. What is whatchamacallit beef? Does she mean like Worcestershire sauce? Does she watch Trisha Yearwood? Whatchamacallit candy bar. Whatchamacallit candy bar from Hershey. With a flavor and name that's impossible to forget. Whatchamacallit peanut butter, caramel, and chocolate candy ellipses. No, whatchamacallit beef. New Easy Burger, Facebook, August 3rd, 2020. New special alert. The whatchamacallit. Dry-aged beef. Ranch pickled banana peppers. Dry-aged beef, gorgonzola cheese, pepperoni, and homemade sweet chili jam. Whatchamacallit soup. netcookingtalk.com. What's cooking forum. I have no idea what any of this means.
へえ、しおり好きそう。
Interested, huh? You're lucky that there's an Arby's here. After all, they have the meats for sandwiches.
それ、カオルは興味ねえってことなんじゃねえか？
What? Are you not?
だってほら、炙っただけで火通ってないじゃん。
I mean, look at it. It's not cooked though, just lightly seared. It's raw!
意外と気にすんだな、そういうとこ。
I'm kinda surprised that's a problem for you. Shiori is looking up at me, her eyes glimmering with unshed tears. My Kokoro. It seems like my negative opinion of the sushi is bothering her.
しおりが食べたいなら食べてみなよ。私のことは気にしないで。
If you want to eat it, then you should. Don't worry about what I think. I'll just be back here, silently judging you.
じゃあいただいちゃいます。ね、リクも。
Okay then, I'm gonna try some. You should too, Riku.
おう。
Okay. Yas. On hearing my answer, Shiori immediately gets into line along with Riku. I can tell by the spring in her step that she's enjoying herself, and I can't help but think how cute she is as I watch her. Every time I find another adorable side to her, it only reminds me of my conflicted feelings. But my vague anxiety is scattered before it can take form by the sound of Shiori's cheerful voice.
立花さん、お待たせしました。お肉のお寿司、すっごく美味しいです。
Tachibana-san, sorry for making you wait. The meat sushi is so yummy.
霜降り和牛ってのすげえ甘いのに肉肉って感じでさ、酢飯のおかげで脂っこくも感じないし。
It's made of marbled wagyu beef, right? It's so sweet and juicy. The sushi rice makes it so the meat doesn't feel greasy at all.
そうなんです。お肉、お寿司って味で美味しいんですよ。食べないのはもったいないです。
It's true. There's meat, there's sushi. They're so good together. You're missing out by not trying it.
でも
Maybe.
そうおっしゃると思って。はい、どうぞ。これは低温調理でしっかり火は通っているそうですよ。
I figured you'd say that, so... Here! This one is actually cooked all the way through. It seems like you can't get the meat sushi to go, which is why we're standing in the shop's smallish eat-in area. The piece of sushi Shiori offers me still has a bit of pink in the center, but at least there's no part of it that looks raw. After all, I'm not a vampire, blah, that is Shiori's father. I'm still a little hesitant, but she went out of her way to get this for me, and I'm actually kind of intrigued when I see how much it seems to make her smile. Wait, maybe Shiori's a daywalker. If her father is a vampire, she could be a daywalker. That might explain her propensity for raw meat.
そっか。ありがとう。いただきます。
Okay.
おいしい。
Okay, thanks. I'll give it a try. Wow, it really is good. Now I understand why Shiori and Riku had been unable to find a more sophisticated way to describe their reactions. I never would have bought or attempted to make anything like this on my own, so it's only thanks to them that I've tried something new.
立花さん、ご飯粒ついてますよ。
Tachibana-san, you have rice on your face. You're lucky it's not egg. Whoa! Whoa! Having Shiori's face suddenly so close to mine causes me to cry out in surprise. Oh, I'm sorry. Then I think what it should have been, what this should have been, is something else. It should have been... Tachibana-san, you have rice on your face. I probably blew out my mic doing that. Anyway, I think I was about this big. Future Neon, I'm sorry if I'm suddenly a different size. I find myself mortified at how fast my heart is beating and how hot my face is. Luckily, I can use Fury Fugue or whatever his ability is. Oh, I didn't know you were gonna amplify my heavy attack damage. I have no idea what expression is on my face, but it's enough to cause Shiori to freeze. You know what? I bet it's something like, what is the keybind? What is my keybind for this? Do I have to press this? Somewhere in here I have the keybinds for it. Is it tab, alt, control tab? Yeah, control tab. This is her expression. She's like... Let's get rid of that. She's angry. She's staring at me with a grain of rice she picked off my face still on her finger. If she's lucky, tomorrow it'll be 2 grains of rice. And then after that, 4 grains of rice. And then after that, 8 grams of rice. And then after that, 16 grams of rice. And then after that, 32 grams of rice. And yes, they suddenly became grams and not grains. She's blushing. Seeing her reaction causes a second wave of horrified embarrassment to wash over me.
はい、ティッシュ。
For crying out loud. Here, tissue. What is this rom-com BS?
リク、ありがとね。
Thanks, Riku. Riku's exasperated tone of voice snaps us out of our awkward moment before it can lead anywhere. Shiori finishes eating the remaining meat sushi, lets out a sigh of contentment, and changes the subject.
さすがにちょっとお腹が膨れてきましたね。
I'm definitely full after that.
あれだけ食べてちょっとってのがさすがだよな、しおり。私は腹6分目くらいにはなったぞ。
I'm surprised you've already had enough. My stomach is still only about 60% full.
まあリクもリクだね。鎌倉だけど中華街とやってること似てたね。
Well, I guess you're the same as always, Riku. It's Chinatown all over again. This time in Kamakura, YASS Queen.
それを言っちゃおしまいじゃねえか。
I can't believe you just said that. Saying YASS Queen is my thing. YASS Queen.
おせんべいを食べたのでセーフです。
I ate all those rice crackers, so I'm safe. YASS Queen.
いや、元からアウトとか言ってないけど、あとその理論何？あ、お土産屋さん見てみよっか。
I never said you were out to begin with, and I don't see how the rice crackers help your case. Oh, hey, can we check out that souvenir shop? We're walking along, chatting together when we suddenly pass by a souvenir shop and decide to take a look inside.
あ、ママたちにお土産買ってかねえと。こういうとこで買えばいいかな。
Oh, we should probably, get something to take back to our parents, huh? You think something like this might work?
何なんだろうね。定番の鎌倉のお土産って。
I wonder what souvenirs people usually buy from Kamakura, YASS Queen.
レーズンのお菓子がいいってパパが言ってたな。鎌倉のお店でしか買えないとか。ここにはねえかも。
My dad said their raisin snacks are pretty good. You can only buy them in Kamakura, YASS Queen, apparently. But I don't see them here.
だったら私も同じの買おうかな。リクのお父さんのリクエストならきっと美味しいんだろうし。
In that case, I'll probably get some of those. If your dad requested them specifically, they must be good. Riku mentioned her dad is a university professor, so he's probably an expert in fine foods. Or maybe that's just my own biases talking.
地域限定の牛もちゃ売り切れみたいです。
The Mocha the Cow regional special seems to be sold out. See, I didn't even know this was gonna happen when I made that joke about Mocha earlier. I just know. Mocha is a solid 50% of this woman's brain.
いつの間に。牛もちゃの人気って未知数なんだよな。
Seriously? I guess Mocha's popularity knows no bounds. Evidently, Shiori has been searching for Evidently, Shiori has been searching for a Kamakura YASS Queen exclusive Mocha keychain since we entered the store. The cow has set up collaborations with various brands and locations all over the country, and yet it holds the dubious honor of still not quite being a household name. While looking around the store, Riku seems to have found something.
あ、カオル。木刀あるぞ、木刀。いらねえのか？
Oh, Kadu, they got wooden swords here. Do you want one? I don't know what's happening with my voice. They've got wooden swords here.
私のことなんだと思ってるの？
Why me?
いやだってさ、カオルってそういうの買いそうじゃん。
I mean, it just kinda like seems like something you'd like buy, right? She answers without a hint of sarcasm in her voice.
リクの言いたいことちょっとわかります。
I kind of understand what she's trying to say. Meanwhile, Shiori's tone is nowhere near as innocent. We stop by several more souvenir shops, chatting like this all the while. This trip with the three of us is already so much fun. It's easy to forget the real reason why we're here, Shiori's memory tour. Likewise, I'd forgotten for a moment that we all have our own emotional burdens to bear. Ha ha ha. There's no joke. There's no joke. The only joke is that Kamakura is kind of similar to Kumakura. That's the only joke. The three of us enjoy some kombucha in a quiet, austere temple. That's not what they said, but I'm gonna say kombucha. We'd been walking around and enjoying some snacks only a moment ago in the bustling shopping arcade in the center of town. But the vibe here is the exact opposite, giving us a chance to relax and unwind, man. Gnarly. The rustling of the bamboo leaves and the soothing shadows that dapple the ground combine to make a breathtaking atmosphere, brah. Even now, on our way back, I can still feel the majesty of the temple and the forest of bamboo around us.
すごくリラックスできました。
I feel so at peace.
そうだね。公園とも全然雰囲気違って来てよかったね。
Yeah, it's so different from... Sorry about that. Just sitting around in a park. I'm glad we came.
私だけだったら自分から選ばない場所だし、教えてくれたしおりに感謝だな。
I'd have like never gone somewhere like this on my own, so I'm really glad you took us here, Shiori.
だって私も昔に来たことがあったってだけだから。小さい頃にね、朝早く来て座禅の体験をしたことがあったの。
I only brought us here because I came here before. I was much younger, of course. I remember coming here to meditate really early. What? But I remember coming here to meditate really in the early hours of the morning. I think that's supposed to be in the really early hours. I don't sense any bitterness in her voice as she recounts her past experience. But based on our prior conversations, I know that this place isn't connected to the specific memory that she came to Kamakura YASS Queen to face. Still, it's clear that this place has a lot of important memories attached to it.
座禅かよ。楽しかったのか？
Meditation? Was it fun?
お父さんの提案で来たんですけど、私は小さかったですし、楽しいとは思いませんでした。ですが、新鮮な経験で印象的ではありました。
My father suggested I come, but at my young age, I didn't see it as very much fun at the time. Still, it clearly left a strong impression on me, probably because I'd never done anything like that before. After all, you know that I was born to be wild.
足しびれそう。
Didn't your legs fall asleep?
はい、それもよく覚えています。昔はちょっと意地っ張りだったので、しびれたまま歩こうとして派手に転んで一回転してしまいました。
Oh yes, I remember that well. I was rather stubborn back then, and I remember trying to stand up and walk before I'd recovered, only to take a magnificent tumble instead. And she tumbled.
今も意地っ張りなところ変わってない気もするけど。
As far as your stubbornness goes, I don't think you've changed all that much.
もうそんなことないですよ。
Seriously? That's not true. Oh,
危ない。
Oh, watch out. Gotcha. Shiori loses her balance, but I managed to catch her before she hits the ground. It looks like she tripped over a loose stone when she turned around to yell at me.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
大丈夫。
No problem. Hey. All I did was catch her before she fell down. My hands are supporting her shoulders, and my chest and hips are pressed up against her back. It's only natural that we'd end up in close contact in this situation. This situation! Which is, so why is it that I suddenly find myself speechless? Why is it that words fail, there's nothing I can say. Oh, did we see this before? I don't remember this at all. And this is basically the same as something that happened once when we were at the pool for gym class, but my feelings are entirely different. I don't remember this at all. Is this what they were talking about that they didn't cut to? Like, she's wearing like a completely different swimsuit too. Like, she's not even wearing the school swimsuit. She's like wearing like a bikini. I don't remember this at all. When Shiori tripped by the side of the pool, I caught her and broke her fall, but I can't feel as calm and collected around her as I did back then. Get it? Back then? Because of her back? The reason why is obvious. It's so painfully obvious. How could you, yeah? I love her. That one simple fact can change so much. You're heavy.
重くはないです。
What? I'm not heavy at all. She steps away, crying out somewhat indignantly. Looking back at what I said, I guess it's not surprising Shiori would react the way she did. Bullying girls? Not cool, Kaoru.
そういう意味じゃないんだけどね。
I didn't mean it like that. After all, your mommy milkers are pretty big. Grrrr.
しおりは太ってない。むしろ細いと思うよ。お尻はちょっと大きいかもだけど。
You're not fat, Shiori. In fact, you're pretty skinny. Though, your butt is a little big. And you know what they say. Well, Anaconda doesn't really work with her. I guess you could say that Kaoru likes big butts and she cannot lie. The other sisters cannot deny. Grrr. With each additional comment from me, Shiori's cheeks puff out more and more. Her face cheeks. Those cheeks. She's not like throwing it back. Just so you all know.
リクから見ても、私そんなに体型変わったりしてないよね。
You don't think my butt's gotten too big, do you, Riku?
今の二人の反応。
You two really are, like, mega cringe. I kinda wish I didn't know you.
リク？
いや、なんでもない。しおりは全然体型変わってないと思うぜ。後で旅館の温泉行くし、ほら。温泉か。
Never mind. Anyway, I think your butt's about the same size and shape it's always been, and I would know having felt it a bunch. How about we go check our Ryokan's hot springs? Our plan for the rest of the day is just to return to our Ryokan and relax, man. We're gonna leave this gnarly forest and go take a bath. Well, it's not really a bath. We're just gonna kind of soak, you know? Like when you go to the pool in the hotel and there's a little hot tub next to there, so all the kids are like splashing and being really loud and you're just trying to drown them out while you sit in the hot tub. I consider asking Shiori if she wants to go to the place we came here to check out, but this is only the first day of our trip, and there will still be time tomorrow. The problem is that as Riku mentioned, our traditional Japanese style inn has its own hot spring, so we can't pass up the chance to try it out for ourselves. We all knew in advance that we were going to be bathing here, and since we're all girls, there shouldn't be any problems. Apart from my own feelings, of course, and the toll it will take on my heart.
まあいいや。石畳まだ続くし、気をつけろよ。
Oh well, it should be fine. Anyway, be careful. These cobblestones look like they go on for a while. She walks off ahead of us. Shiori turns to me and gives a polite nod of thanks.
改めて 転びそうになったところを助けてくれてありがとうございました。
At any rate, thanks for catching me when I was about to fall. I appreciate it.
どういたしまして。子供の頃みたいに一回転はしなくてよかったね。
You're very welcome. I'm glad I was able to keep you from falling head over heels like you did when you were a kid.
もう
With her cheeks once again all puffed out in frustration, Shiori stomps after Riku to catch up with her. It says run. She stomped. She went. You probably couldn't hear that. I continue walking along behind them, so I can watch and get a good look at Shiori's butt, which I think has gotten larger. She said it, not me. Even I can't be held responsible for the things that I say.
すげえいいとこだな。
Oh, this place is like so cool.
いい雰囲気。わって感じ。
Yeah, the vibe is really nice, brah. Very peaceful.
そうですね。旅館探しも予約もありがとね、リク。
It really is. Thank you so much for finding this place and getting us a room here, Riku.
おう、ご飯も美味しいらしいぜ。
No problem. You know what they say, traditional Japanese style inn? Travago. The food seems pretty good too. A ritzy place like this would ordinarily be way out of my budget. But thankfully, Riku's dad, who travels a lot for work, was willing to let us use his points. There it is, Ritz again, putting on the Ritz. The warm reception we get on arrival makes me feel like some kind of celebrity. After entering our room and getting a chance to put my stuff down, I can finally start to relax. I missed out on the chance to do something funny. I could have said feels like celery.
ご飯は
A
6
celery
時からだ
man?
から
A
5
Japanese
分前くらい
celery
には
man.
部屋にいてくれってさ。
Dinner starts at 6 p.m., so we need to be back here about 5 minutes before that.
お部屋に用意してくださるんですか？
They bring food to our room? Like DoorDash?
また偉い人になれるんだ。
I feel like celery all over again.
また何言ってんだ？
All over again? What are you talking about? Oh, right. I never actually said it out loud the first time I thought it. Well, no need to bother explaining all that to her. Shiori continues talking. The vibe between the three of us returning to normal.
ご飯までのんびりかな。
Should we just hang out until dinner then?
それもいいんだけど、この旅館って温泉も名物らしいし、入っときてえよな。
That sounds
今
good.
の時間の方がちょっと空いてるってネットで見たし。
That's my bad. I knew she wasn't done. That sounds good to me, but apparently the hot springs here at the traditional Japanese style inn are famous, so I'd really love to check them out. Plus, I read online that they should be pretty empty around this time of day.
じゃあ今行くのがちょうどいいよね。
Then this seems like the perfect time to go.
そうなんだけどさ、どうしよっか。
We could, but you're sure you wanna? I understand exactly why she's hesitant, because I feel the same way. I'm also hesitant. But making a big deal of it will only make things weirder, and it'll be no fun if we all go at separate times.
温泉入ってみたいです。私温泉には入ったことがなかったので。
I wanna check out the hot springs. I've never been in a hot spring before. After all, I'm not a high-speed phantom camera on a drone.
なら早く行こうぜ。
Well then, let's go. Shiori ends up deciding for us. I guess you could call her the decider. Like Shiori at a hot spring. Mission accomplished. If she wants us to go, then that's what we're doing. Shiori's mom apparently died when Shiori was very young. Since most hot springs are separated by gender, she would have had to navigate her side all by herself. So her father probably just avoided hot springs vacations entirely. I almost said so her probably father just avoided hot springs. Anyway, this is the episode of making references that people won't understand because they're young.
準備する。
Okay, let me get ready. Despite my embarrassment over this entire situation, I really do want to try the hot springs. This situation. We take our post-bath underwear and yukata with us as we head to the public bathing area, also known as the PBA. I did know about this. Oh. Riku ends up being right about the place being empty around now, and we have the entire bathhouse to ourselves. I did know about this because I have the sprite sheets for the characters, and they all have sprites for this. And I was like, oh, huh. Considering the traditional Japanese style inn is completely booked due to the long weekend, it seems like we picked the perfect time to come down here. I'm the first one to finish rinsing myself off before getting into the hot bath, sounding like Nickelodeon Gak. I figured Riku would be next, but Shiori appears instead, getting into the Gak. But if Riku isn't here yet, that means... it's... oh.
リク、入らないの?
It's just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Getting age restricted on YouTube. Just the two of us. You and I. You're not coming in, Riku? Y'all know I have to do it for the thumbnail. Get in here and video screenshot. Game? Advance the text, please.
入るけどさ。
Now she's pogging.
準備ができてねえんだ。
It's a Shiori pog. Shior pog. I'm coming. In a second. I don't think my heart can, handle it yet.
寒くない?
Aren't you cold?
夏だから寒くはねえけど。って部屋いた時まではカオルもちょっと恥ずかしがってたじゃねえかよ。
It's summer, so I'm fine. But, even you were a little shy with the three of us taking a bath together back at the room.
脱衣所入ったらやっぱお風呂はお風呂だなって気にならなくなった。
Once I got inside the changing room, I realized it's just a regular bath, only bigger, so I don't care anymore.
なんだよそれ。
Oh, what kind of logic is that? Clearly still flustered, she glances over at us from time to time, as if judging the right moment to enter the bath. And then Shiori, being herself, says,
温泉ってタオルを巻いたまま入ったらダメなんですか?
Isn't it against the rules to enter the hot spring with a towel wrapped around you?
うん、そうみたい。汚れちゃうからかな。
I don't know how many of these are duplicates. I'm gonna get them all in case so I don't have to do it later. Yeah, she's right. You'll get the water all dirty.
パンフレットで見た写真ではモデルさんはタオルを巻いたまま入っていましたのに。
Though, the model in the brochure about the traditional Japanese style inn had a towel wrapped around her in the advertisement for the hot springs.
そういうのさ、撮影だからとか書いてなかったっけ?
Didn't it have a caption explaining the towel was only for filming purposes? It'd probably be in violation of some laws.
わかりません。
I don't remember. She's already soaking in the hot water, but her cheeks still manage to flush even further with embarrassment. I guess Shiori's not used to bathing with other people. Since she used to be on the school sports team, I figured she'd at least take showers with her teammates after practice and bathe together on training camps. To be fair, it's not like I'm that used to it either, and Riku, who should be the biggest communal bathing veteran of us all, is still cowering on the sidelines.
ここのお湯、肌にいいらしいよ。なんか肌がコーティングされてる感じする。コラーゲン?
I've heard the hot water here is good for your skin. It almost feels like my skin is being coated in something. Collagen, maybe? Collagen peptides?
いや、コラーゲンは食べ物から取るもんじゃねえのかよ。鶏肉とかエビとかさ。
I don't know. Isn't collagen something you get from food, like chicken and shrimp and collagen peptide chocolate milkshake packets? Those are real. I've seen them.
ちなみに温泉の美肌成分は炭酸ガスや硫黄のはずですよ。
Also, the minerals found in hot springs that are supposed to improve your skin's health are carbon dioxide and sulfur. So really, when you're in the hot spring, you're sort of like a plant.
あ、 炭酸って聞くとシュワシュワしてる感じがする。
Carbon dioxide just makes me think of fizzy drinks and greenhouse gases. Wait, you're telling me that if I bathe in Fanta and have you two breathe all over me, it'll make my skin healthier?
ここのお湯は硫黄が主成分だそうですよ。
I'm pretty sure the main component in the hot water here is sulfur. That's why it smells like eggs, or as they said in the olden days, brimstone.
家でもさ、コーラとかサイダーをお風呂に入れたらお肌にいいのかな？
See, she said it. So, if I were to add cola or whatever to the hot water in my bath at home, I could get a similar effect on my skin?
入浴剤入れろよ。
Bath salts would probably be better, and not for snorting.
お砂糖がたくさん入っているので、せめて普通の炭酸水がいいと思います。
You'd be adding in a lot of sugar, so it'd probably be better to stick with club soda instead.
そういう問題かよ。
Is the sugar level really the problem here? I understand Katyu's character.
ま、それはさておき。整った。
Well, anyway. We're getting the real hot spring experience here.
ちげえだろ。私整ったことねえから多分だけど。
Are you serious? You two are getting in there getting all springed up without me?
サウ
Hold
ナ
on.
と水風呂と外気浴を繰り返して自律神経を働かせて心地よくなる現象だったはずです。
Apparently, the ideal bathing experience involves modulating your autonomic nervous system through the repetition of going in the sauna, followed by a soak in the spring, and then cooling off outside, like in Yuru camp.
詳しいな。
How do you know so much? Are you like secretly Finnish or something? Riku's response to our antics is even more intense than usual. Meanwhile, this conversation has finally helped me relax, bruh. I'm back in that same mind state, like when we were in the bamboo forest, bruh.
お風呂で足伸ばせるっていいよね。すっごい楽。
Being able to stretch your legs out in the bath is really nice, bruh. I'm so comfy.
はい、気持ちいいです。リクも入ってみた方がいいよ。
It really does feel good. Even if Kadu sounds like even more of a stereotype than usual. You should join us, Riku.
温泉入りてえよ。私だってさ。
I really wanna hop in, like so bad. Riku whines helplessly. Shiori probably thinks Riku is so reluctant to get in for the same reason she herself was nervous at first. Simple shyness. And while that's certainly a factor, Shiori seems completely oblivious to Riku's feelings for her, making her the ideal candidate to be the main character of a rom-com or an isekai.
あったかい。
Phew. It's so warm, brah. Meanwhile, my brain has fully switched into Hot Springs enjoyment mode. Thinking about it, I take enough care of my body that I really don't care if people look at it. Plus, I can solve the problem of feeling embarrassed at seeing Shiori's body by simply just not looking at it, bruh.
じゃあ私たち目をつぶってるからその間に入ってきちゃえば？
How about if we both close our eyes, and you can get in while we can't see you?
そういう問題かな。でも、いいチャンスじゃない？
That's not really the problem. Wait, actually, that might work, bro.
わかった。
Fine. Fine bros react. Per Shiori's suggestion, I close my eyes.
目つぶったよ。
My eyes are closed, but if you close your eyes...
おう。じゃあ行くな。
Okay, I'm going in the... Ow!
どうしたの？
Oh, what's wrong?
小指ぶつけた。
I stubbed my pinky toe.
リク、目つぶってたから足元が見えなかったんでしょう。
Riku, if you close your eyes, you won't be able to see where you're going, brah.
なんでリクも目をつぶっちゃうの？
Why do you even have your eyes closed to begin with?
それは
Good point.
あったかい。
Oh, it's so warm. Anyway. Thus ends your NeonJungleTiger sanctioned fan service of the episode. We end up going through the same song and dance several times, brah. Eventually, Riku ends up floating peacefully in the tub with us, having finally found her own hot springs enjoyment mode switch. Once we've soaked our worries away, we get out before the heat can make us too dizzy. We get a little dizzy though. Kamakura, Kamakura, YASS Queen.
さっぱりした。
That was refreshing.
さっぱりしました。
I feel so much better. Yeah, it was gnarly, bruh. Even now that I'm out of the water, my skin feels like it's been freshly moisturized, bruh. It's like I've just been sitting in a vat of baby oil and Vaseline. On the other hand, our throats are like completely parched, so the three of us go to get something to drink, probably milk coffee.
そういえば、お風呂上がりといえばコーヒー牛乳じゃないんですか？コーヒー牛乳以外は邪道の極みって聞いたことがあります。
Come to think of it, isn't coffee milk the thing to drink after getting out of a bath? Some would say that anything else is nothing short of blasphemy.
それは過激派だね。私は牛乳が好き。
That's kind of an extreme point of view, bruh. I do like milk, though. What that means, I'll leave up to your interpretation. I'm not gonna say anything. Oops.
私は妙に炭酸飲みたくなるんだよな。本当はメロンソーダがいいんだけど、売ってねえからコーラにした。
I got a weird craving for something bubbly. What I really want is melon soda, but since they don't have it, I guess I'll go with cola. RC cola.
大人だったらビールなのかな。
If we were adults, I guess you could drink beer, huh, bro?
それもよく聞くよな。どんな感じなんだろう。
A lot of people do that, yeah. I wonder what it's like.
旅行中だからってお酒飲んじゃ絶対ダメですからね。
You can't drink alcohol just because we're on vacation.
わかってるよ。
I know.
ビールって苦いみたいだし、牛乳の方が美味しい気がするけどね。飲んでみたらわかるのかな。
Beer seems pretty bitter, so I'd rather have milk, brah. I guess I won't know for sure until I try it, though. Maybe they could make carbonated milk.
だからダメですからね。
I already said no. My mind turns to how much Sensei seemed to enjoy her post-bath beers. Though, to be fair, she always seemed to enjoy beer regardless of when she drank it, so she's not a very reliable data source for these purposes.
お、ご飯まであと10分切ったね。
We have less than 10 minutes until dinner.
ぴったりの時間に来るかはわかんねえぞ。
So long as we're there on time, it's all good.
そうなの？でも楽しみだね。お風呂上がったらお腹空いちゃった。
You think? In any case, I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty hungry after getting out of the bath.
だな。食べ歩きした分、全部消えた気するし。
Same here. I feel like I already worked off all the food we ate earlier.
でも私もかも。お腹すいた。
Seriously, bro? Actually, me too. I could eat. I'm gonna stop doing that voice for her. Dinner is brought up to our room exactly on time. After enjoying an extravagant meal, we spend some time relaxing in our room. I thought the bath had rejuvenated me, but I end up feeling so exhausted that I go to bed fairly early in the evening. I end up falling asleep before I have a chance to confirm our plans for the next day. Posh. Posh Kaoru. Yes. Now, we went away from gnarly, bro. Now it's Posh Kaoru. Oh.
カオルは似てるよな。
I got a screenshot of
カオル
Ghost
のこと
Riku.
だから寝たふりってわけでもなさそうだ。さすがに。
I think Kaoru's asleep. Though knowing her, she might just be faking it. Nope, she really is asleep. How about that? How you like that?
しおり、起きてる？
Are you still awake, Shiori? You wanna like make out or something?
うん、起きてる。
Yeah, I'm awake. And why would we make out?
実はさ、話があるんだ。一緒に来てもらってもいいか？
Actually, there is something I wanted to talk to you about. Can you come outside with me for a sec?
うん、いいよ。
Okay, sure.
7月って言っても夜風が結構寒いからさ。気をつけてな。
I know it's July, but the night winds can still be pretty cold, so be careful. You know what they say, even when the night changes. Okay, I don't know why you keep making references to One Direction. Shiori does not like One Direction.
今度は転ばないように気をつけろよ。
But she wants that one thing. Try not to trip this time. Lip trip, my boss is my heat suppressant. Look it up on Steam. Okay, will do. I'll wishlist it and add it to my cart. What? Oh, the bamboo forest. Gnarly, bro.
もうすぐ0時になるから真っ暗かと思ったけど、ライトはついたままなんだね。
Considering it's almost midnight, I figured it'd be pitch black out. The lights are still on. Hey, wait a second. Doesn't this kind of remind you of that scene in Citrus? And also that scene in Origairu? Let's hope we have a better ending than Origairu.
そうだな。だからここに来れたっていうかさ。
Yeah, that's why I decided to come here. It's pretty,
綺麗だな。
like you. That was a very long pause.
静かだね。
Oops.
話だよね。どうしたの？
And quiet. It is quiet. Almost too quiet. So, you wanted to talk? What's going on? Lay the deets on me.
ああ、順番に行くな。しおりはさ、私と初めて会った時のこと覚えてるか？
Yeah, let me start from the beginning. Do you remember when we first met, Shiori?
初めて会った時、うん。1年生の時はクラスが違ったから、話したのはソフトボール部の見学に行った時だったよね。覚えてる。
When we first met? Yeah. We were in different classes during our first year, meaning the first time we talked was when I went to check out the softball club. I remember.
その時には意外に思ったと思うんだけど、私、小学校の時から運動神経なくて。
I'm sure it would have been a surprise to you at the time, but I've never been very athletically inclined.
いや、あん時からしおりは運動神経なさそうだったぞ。
Not really. You were pretty clumsy back then, too.
そうかな。それで見学なんだけど、体験でバットを振らせてもらえたんだよね。でも
I
私、
see.
一球も当たらなくて。
Well, I remember they let me try swinging the bat to give me a taste of what the club was like, and I couldn't hit a single ball.
何度も何度も空振りして嫌になって。でも上級生からの入部しろってやつがすごくって、帰りたいって言えなくて。結局転んで派手に両膝をすりむいちゃったんだよね。
No matter how many times I swung, I kept missing. And yet, the older kids wanted me to join so badly that I couldn't bring myself to say I wanted to leave. I ended up falling down and scraping both my knees.
ソフトボールは未経験の人が多かったし、上級生もやる気ある子に夢中だったから、誰にも気づいてもらえなくって。
There were a lot of kids who'd never played before, and the older students were so focused on getting everyone hyped up to play that no one noticed.
でもその時に手を差し伸べてくれたのがリクだった。私の手を取って上級生に帰るって宣言してくれて、頼もしくってすごいなって思ったのも覚えてる。
That's when you reached out your hand to help me up. You held my hand in yours and you told the other kids that we were leaving. I remember thinking how amazing and reliable you seemed in that moment.
あん時は今と違って人見知りだったもんな、しおり。でも私もよく覚えてることがあってさ。
Unlike now, you were actually pretty shy and reserved back then, Shiori. But there's one thing I still remember like it was yesterday.
怪我は痛くて、知らない人とか年上ばっかで怖くて孤独なはずなのに、しおりって平然とした顔してたんだよな。
Considering how banged up your knees were and how you were surrounded by strangers and older kids, I figured you'd be scared and lonely. But you were acting completely fine.
だからみんなしおりは大丈夫だって思ってたのかもしんねえけど、私はしおりが助けを求めてるって気づけた。
That's probably why nobody was worried about you. But I realized that you needed help.
私からすればすごいのはしおりだったよ。私だったら間違いなく泣いてたからさ。それをなんつうんだろう、隠しきってたんだからな。
The way I saw it, you were the amazing one. I'm sure I would have been sobbing my eyes out if that had happened to me. Somehow, I could just tell you were hiding your feelings.
私が守ってやりたいって思ったのと同時に、そこにある強さみたいなものが気になって、しおりから目が離せなくなった。
A part of me wanted to protect you, but at the same time, I saw that hidden strength inside you, and I couldn't take my eyes off of you.
そうだったっけ。恥ずかしいな。自分のことはあんまり覚えてないよ。でもその時のリクのことははっきり覚えてる。
That's really how you saw it? I don't know about any of that. I don't remember exactly how I felt. All I remember is you.
ならよかった。よかったよ。
I'm glad to hear that. Very glad.
でもリクとの初対面ってソフトボール部の見学の時じゃなかったよね。
Oh, but I don't think the softball club was actually where we first met. You ever run around any corners with some toast in your mouth? Huh?
もっと前、最後に受けてた私立中学の合格発表、もう後がないって状況。
Oh, it was a little before. That's not her voice. It was a little before then, during the new student acceptance announcement ceremony for what was my last chance at a private middle school. I had no options left at that point.
うちにお金の余裕はなかったから滑り止めを受けてなくって。でも志望校にはどこも受からなくて。
Money was tight, so I hadn't been able to apply to any safe schools, and I ended up not getting to any of my top choices.
お父さんも今よりもっと厳しくって、中学受験で失敗するなんて人間として先がないって言われ続けてきたから。
My father was even stricter back then than he is now. He kept telling me that if I couldn't get into middle school, I wouldn't be able to make it in society.
私もそう思い込んでて、合格発表に行ったら私の番号はなかった。これで最後だったからネットじゃなくて現地に行ったのがかえって辛くって。
I went to the ceremony, but my number wasn't on the list of accepted students. Since this was my last application, the fact that I went there in person instead of checking the results online made it all the more painful.
人生これで終わりなんだって絶望してた。泣きたいくらい悲しいのに 涙が出てこなかった。
I'd resigned myself to the fact that my life was over. I was so sad that all I wanted to do was cry, but no tears would come out.
その時、人の目なんて気にしないでワンワン泣いてた子を見たの。それがリクだった。
That's when I saw a girl who was sobbing her eyes out without a care in the world as to what anyone else might think. That girl was you, Riku.
ワンワンっていうかギャーギャーって感じだったかも。
Though it was less sobbing and more outright bawling.
いいだろそれは。
You don't have to go into specifics.
だから一方的だけど、私の記憶にある限りだとそれがリクとの初対面。そういえば話したことなかったよね。
I guess it was kind of one-sided since you don't remember seeing me, but that was technically our first actual meeting. Come to think of it, I never mentioned that before, did I?
私も恥ずかしくって話題に出したことはなかったよ。でもその時にいたしおりのこと覚えてる？
Nope. Actually, I was so ashamed of that little meltdown that I never brought it up either. But I remember seeing you there.
リクも覚えてたの？
Wait, really? You remember?
しおりみてえな子がいたら覚えてるよ。それでそん時私にどう思ってたんだ？
There's no way I'd forget a girl like you, Shiori. Anyway, what did you think of me when you saw me like that?
正直ないなーって思ったし、泣けるなんて余裕があるなーって思った。だって泣いたら助けてくれる人がいるから泣くんだって思ってたから。
To be honest, all I thought was how lucky you were to be able to cry like that. It felt like you knew that if you cried, someone would be there to help you.
実際リクと一緒に来てたお母さんが慰めてたしね。でもなんでかわかんないんだけど、リクが泣いてるのを見て私救われた気がした。
In fact, it ended up being your mother who was there with you, right? I don't really understand why, but seeing you sobbing like that made me feel so much better.
本当に勝手なことなんだけど、あんまり大騒ぎだったからリクが私の分まで泣いてくれてる気がして。
I know this is selfish on my part, but seeing you carrying on like that, I felt as if you were crying for me as well.
実はね、あの時死んじゃおうと思ってたの。
To be perfectly honest with you, I felt like I wanted to die in that moment.
でもリクが代わりに泣いてくれたからかな。それですっきりして、もうちょっとだけ死なないでいようって思えたんだ。
But when you cried, it helped me release those pent-up emotions. I felt a new resolve to keep living, at least a little longer.
まだリクと話したこともないし、名前も知らないのに変だよね。でも本当のこと。
We still hadn't talked at that point, and I didn't even know your name, so it's pretty weird, right? But it's true.
きっかけの一つだったな。私であることを捨ててお兄ちゃんみたいになろうって決めたきっかけ。そうすれば頑張れる、生きていけるかもって。
That was actually a pivotal moment in my life. It's when I gave up on being me and decided to become more like my older brother. Once I made that decision, I was able to keep fighting. I had a reason to live.
中学受験の失敗なんて大したことないっていう人もいると思うけど、私にとってはそれが全てだったから。
I know that for most people, not getting into a private middle school wouldn't be the end of the world, but to me, it was the ultimate failure. Minagi Shiori, the 17th student hiding somewhere in this school, the one who called herself the ultimate failure. Watch out for her.
しおりの必死な姿を見てきた私からしたら大したことないなんて絶対言えない。
Shiori, I know how hard you fought to get where you are. I can totally understand why it was such a huge deal.
嬉しいな。でもどうして初めて会った時の話をしたの？
I'm happy to hear you say that. But why did you want to talk about the first time we met anyway?
中学入る前に 合格発表の日に会ってるってしおりは覚えてないと思ったから言っておきたかったんだ。
I
最後
assumed
に
you
なるかもしれないから。
I assumed you didn't remember that day we met before getting into middle school. I wanted to tell you about it since this might be my last chance.
でもまさか覚えてるだけじゃなくてそんな風に思っててくれたなんて知らなかった。まああの後帰ってからあんな人前で泣いたのが恥ずかしくってまた泣いちゃったんだけどな。
I had no idea you remembered that moment, or that you saw me that way back then. Honestly, once I got home, I was so mortified that I made a scene in front of all those people that I ended up bursting into tears again.
リクらしいね。話って今のこと？
That sounds like you. So, is that what you wanted to talk about?
違う。
No. Oh?
ここまでのは全部前置き。話ってのはここからが本題なんだ。
She looks like a samurai here. And I know... Oh, man. Okay, well... I hate to do this to all of you. We're gonna save here. Oops. We're saving here. This is the end of the episode. I didn't get... I wanted to record, like, episodes in advance last time, and I didn't get to, and I'm recording this really late, and I need to get it edited. And... It feels like this is gonna be, like, a really big thing, and I kinda want to save it for the next episode. So, also, like, easy thumbnail, that's part of it. But... I kind of wanted to like cap it off at the end of like the haha fun Kamakura stuff. Kamakura, YASS queen. But like it was less than an hour, so I kind of kept going. But man, I should have just stopped when Ikadu went to sleep. I should have just stopped there. We will have to wait until next week until we get to Riku's confession. I presume it will be a confession. Trying to keep these episodes a little bit shorter. But anyway. Man, I feel really bad about doing this. I really do. Especially since I know that, like, tomorrow, I'm just going to record, probably either tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'm just going to record the next episode and see what happens. And it'll be a week later for all of you. Or if you're watching in the future, it could just be, like, in, like, 2 minutes when you click on the next, or just you click on the next video now, you say, forget this guy, I don't want to listen to what he's talking about. Go watch the next episode. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Yeah, on even more of a time crunch this week than I was last week, so I apologize about if the episode was kind of weird and the weird place we ended, but I really just need to get this edited out, because I really don't want to just like take a random like day off, just like miss another week, or just like upload it late. I really do want to try and maintain my schedule. So, I will see you all next time, and as always, visual neon, out!